Comics of 100 Years Ago, March 17th, 1925. It's Little Orphan Annie by Harold Gray. Annie is standing very close to the stove of the silo house, which has a nice little cupboard above it and a gigantic tea kettle sitting on top of it. Mrs. Silo looks over her shoulder at her and says, "Why, what's the matter, Annie? It's not cold today." "I don't know. I just feel sort of chilly," Annie says. She's having dinner with the Silo family. Byron has his tea with a spoon in it. Mrs. Silo is passing a plate to Annie, saying, "Don't you want some of the nice baked beans, Annie?" "No, thank you. I don't feel a bit hungry tonight," Annie says. A question mark appears above Byron's head. Now Annie is asleep at the table with the kerosene lamp. Mrs. Silo says, "Wake up, Annie. It's bedtime. You've been asleep here for an hour." Byron looks over his shoulder with three question marks now. Annie is asleep in bed with her hand splayed over the quilt. "She looks kind of peaked," Byron says, holding a kerosene lamp toward her. "Why, her face is as hot as fire," says Mrs. Silo. "She's got a fever, Byron. What shall we do?"